Professional Speaking 101. Awesome. So I'm a member of Mabuhay, of course, and also South Horizons, CPA, DTM, and ACC, ICF. We will give definition about all of this later. And I'm also a member of Asia Professional Speakers Singapore and Virtual Speakers Association International, VSAI. So first question. So this is an interactive workshop. Question: why did you join Toastmasters? Or for Ate Rodelia, why are you consider joining Toastmasters? Type it in the chat box. Why did you join Toastmasters? To learn to structure my communication. Okay. Meet new friends. Yes, same reason in Australia and also in Hong Kong. To enhance communication and listening skills. Okay, continue to type. So for me, connection and networks. For me, the only reason why I joined Toastmasters is because of these students, not all of these. So in 2008, I started supporting a few students in our community, a few of my cousins and few of youths in our community, supporting them financially. But then when I returned to Bermuda, my manager said, we're closing the company here in Bermuda. If you cannot find a job, then you have to go back to the Philippines. So I left the Philippines with a salary of 16,000 pesos. When I moved to Bermuda, it's times 50, not 16,000 times 50, but it's huge, like a few thousands dollars. Yeah, 5,000 USD. So 5,000 USD in Bermuda. So if I will go back to the Philippines, how can I support the students if my salary will be 16,000 pesos again? I cannot lose my job. I applied in Bermuda and also in other countries, but I only got one response: rejected. Because of two reasons. I didn't have any international accounting qualification. So I'm a certified public accountant in the Philippines, but it is not internationally recognized. So that's why they're not accepting me. And then the other reason is I couldn't speak good English. So in Tagalog, it's barok. Broken. It's broken English. So the interviewers couldn't understand me. So that is the only reason. That's the only reason why I joined. And that's also the only reason why I stayed in financial services, to support these students. And then one day I realized, so it's 2017. I started to feel it in 2014. So 2007 in Bermuda, moved to the US, Hong Kong, India, Singapore. Not yet Singapore, but Hong Kong. And then I stayed 5 months in India, where I met April. In 2000, I started feeling that I don't like to be in financial services. Because in financial services, so as an analyst, you will become a senior analyst, team leader, then assistant vice president, and then the next will be senior vice president, managing director, and EVP. But one day I saw the future me if I will become MD or if I will become SVP of, I was still with Northern Trust at that time, but I don't like to see the future me. Do you have that feeling like, no, I don't want to be, because you know where you're going to, right? Or you're a team lead now and you will be your next manager. I don't like it. Like, oh, but I couldn't leave financial services. So then there will be no more financial support for them. So I had to stay. I didn't know any options. And then luckily I shared it with my friend. She's already my colleague, but we set up a Toastmasters club in Northern Trust. So she became my friend. So I told her my dilemma, and then she said, "Oh, Sheila, do you know that there's coaching?" So coaching, this is ICF, International Coaching Federation. So Julie is a member, and Devi is also on her way to become a ICA. So ICF, I said an ECC. So this is the, what is this? International, this is ICF. So basically what it says, there's an industry like this that you are helping others, but then you are getting paid. So it's coaching. So the usual range is 100 USD up to 600 USD or 500 USD per session. So can you imagine if I can coach one or two every day, only twice a day. So if then 10 hours, and I could earn what I'm earning in financial stock. Wow, is it really possible? It is. It is possible. And then, so I started coaching. Then I discovered about keynote speaking, how. So keynote speaking, I left Hong Kong in 2019, and then mentored by Manoj. So he has a program called Professional Speaking Program. It's a professional speaking program. And then I have a classmate. He's a coach and at the same time professional speaker. So I asked him, because I'm already studying coaching, remember? But then I say, oh, what is keynote speaking? I said, oh, why are you studying keynote speaking, but you are already a coach? And then he said, he's a guy. So Sheila, if you will coach someone, you will earn from 100 to 500 USD. But if you will give a keynote speech, you will only need one to give one keynote, then you don't have to spend many hours. Is it clear or no? Are you following me? Okay, yeah. So that is my goal today. My goal is, whether you are already you are new in Toastmasters or you are already seasoned Toastmaster, I want you to know that you have talents. You have potential. So for me, I only discovered that I could speak after 6 years of active participation in Toastmasters. So Devi is different. She joined us then in six months. She's she has something that I don't have. But for others, because take it from me, it only took me 6 years before I realized that I could speak. Right? So that is one. I want to build the foundation. And then also awareness, Toastmasters. Yeah, awareness, because Toastmasters are naturally givers, mentors, and speakers. So awareness that there are options. Because I used to believe that I have to stay in financial services, I have to stay in the job that I don't like to support my cause, but it's not true. So after my speech, my goal is to give you options that you may consider to be a professional speaker, a keynote speaker, and life coach. Did I set the context? Okay, so yeah, we are in the same. Okay, next. Okay, what is a professional speaker? Can I ask Chi to read 1 to 5?
1 to 5?
Yeah.
Okay. One who is engaged in the profession of public speaking,
Okay.
an expert speaker, one who speaks for a livelihood on specific topics or subjects.
Yep.
One who demonstrates great skill in public speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, a skilled practitioner at public speaking.
Okay, thank you, Chi. Okay, next 5, Sammy.
All right. So one who gives keynote speeches as a profession,
Yep.
one who meets the standards of a professional speakers association, a highly skilled motivational speaker, a person whose career is speaking to groups of people, and one who delivers a public speech for compensation.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. Do you notice that some of these we are expert speaker? If we can give a speech, we are like April. This is only her third speech. Can you say like, wow, this lady? The moment she gave an icebreaker, I know that she has potential. So like all of the, no, not all, many of these are we already have as a Toastmaster. Do you agree? Oh, Cheng is agreeing. Cheng said, oh yeah, I won first in international speech, but I cannot speak impromptu, but I can speak. Okay, so here's the difference. A professional speaker, so this is a profession, meaning getting paid, meets the standard of a professional speakers association. I will introduce that later. It is a career. So that's the only difference, but we are already a motivational speaker. The only difference to become a professional speaker, you give a speech. So if someone will give me 5 Hong Kong dollars or 5 peso from this speech, then I am a pro. Right? Getting paid, that's the only difference. Okay, now this is the Global Speakers Federation. So same as Toastmasters International. So Mabuhay is a club, one of the clubs of Toastmasters International. So same in the professional speaking world, Global Speakers Federation is equivalent to Toastmasters International. Okay? Now, let's look at this guy, the founder of Global Speakers Federation, Cavett Robert. Look at this. After joining Toastmasters International, he became the world champion of public speaking in 1942. See, that's why I want to have this opportunity to share this with you, because for almost 10 years in my time in Toastmasters, I never heard this being discussed. Coaching, public speaking, professional speaking, and keynote. No one discussed it. I don't know, maybe I'm not present when they said it. But why is it not being discussed? When I discovered this, I became curious and checked the world champion of public speaking. Many of them are professional speakers like Mike Brown, Manoj Vasudevan, and many others, Darren Lacroix. There's a title called CSP, Certified Speakers Professional. I won't give too much attention on that. So then he's saying here, he said here, Cavett was passionate about helping others, and he started telling his peers that he wanted to help other people to become better speakers. Many of Cavett's peers at this time were wary of his passion, concerned that others would take a piece of our pie. So like now, if I am telling this, then if Sammy will join the community, he is my competitor. He will be my competitor, right? But I'm not afraid. Because if someone will do the same as what I'm doing now, then there will be more people who are giving inspirational message. So I'm not the only one, right? Because for Robert, as speakers, we never fight over the size of our slice of the pie. We build a bigger pie. The giving spirit of GSF is the same as Toastmasters. Okay, still following? Okay, learning something new? Okay, so next. So this one, so in Toastmaster, we have area, club, area, division, district, region. In Global Speakers Federation, there's called association, and then association, there are members. So these are all the association members of GSF, and Devi, Julie, and I are members of APSS. I also joined VSAI recently. No, not recently. I only paid 50 euro, and then I'm a member. They have many resources, but I said no, just focus on in Toastmasters resources. But if you have more capacity, then only for 50 you're a member. Okay, so that is that. So I'm a member of this APSS, Asia Professional Speaker Singapore. I am an associate member. same as Julie and Devi. Then the next level is professional member. So associate meaning I'm not getting paid yet. So I'm associate. And then PM, they are getting paid. And then the next level is CSP. So CSP is equivalent to Toastmasters DTM, the highest qualification. There is a certain amount before you can qualify as a CSP. So I think professional speaker, they are earning $50,000 US just speaking, And then CSP is more. So for me, AM, because I'm not earning yet. Okay, next. There are also resources on the APSS website. So we did this in June 2020. We wrote blogs. So I wrote here quarantine 3 times. So this is downloadable. And then as a member, it's also free to market. So this is free. So it's like there's a website and then you search for speakers, then you will put this is my goal, but I'm not getting paid yet. And then it's you put your topic. So I put here genuine giving is abundant blessings, also power of storytelling, and then a chance to highlight the membership. Okay. Next. What I've done to take the steps. So this is now I'm sharing you what I've done. 2019, as I've said, I attended the professional speaking program by World Champion of Public Speaking 2017, Manoj Vasudevan from Kerala. Manish, you're from Kerala, right? Bangalore? Where?
I'm from the north of India.
North of India. Okay, so Manoj is from South Kerala.
Yeah.
But we met each other in Singapore. So I joined professional speaking program in person and then also virtual in 2021. And then I watched a lot of videos. So I decided my topic, which is giving, but before it's about servant leadership. So I checked what others are doing. So I watch a lot of videos. I have books. I'm reading books by Adam Grant, by Adam. Adam Grant about give and take, and then also another book. And then I also read a lot of articles. So if you choose a topic, what others are doing by reading books, by reading articles, by watching videos, but then also it will help if you attend a course. Okay. And what I've been doing, producing content. That's why I always want to record our meetings so that if it is a good content, then I can post it on here, different social media, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Medium for blog, Zoom. So we're using Zoom now. And I also collaborated with another company, TCP. So I talked about the one topic here, but different content. And then also I have my channel, YouTube channel. I have 1,600 followers. No, 10.
Wow.
No, 10. only 10. It's only a joke. But for now. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing. And then what I will do is attending not only Mabuhay, but also other club meetings. So I am developing my keynote. So keynote speech, we will hear more from Julie about that. But basically, a keynote speech is a 40-minute speech with 6 speeches, 6 times 7 minutes. So if you have given 10 speeches, you can already build a keynote speech. So simple. So my goal in the coming months is to practice each module in Toastmasters meeting, or I will create my own event. I will invite many. Okay, watch me because I will deliver my speech. Okay, that one. And then next is okay. And then another thing that I did. So I'm a member of Asia Professional Speakers Singapore. There's an opportunity to practice keynote. So I was one of the members who delivered the keynote. So this is my keynote. This guy, so see, he is CSP, meaning the highest. He's certified speaker professional. After the event, he said, Sheila, if you want to have another session, feel free. So I booked another session with Dr. Phil. But before that, I'd like to share with you. So I gave a speech. So this is my authentic, funny, confusing, but thought-provoking, inspiring. And then others said, oh, love you, Sheila, great humor, oh, best in attendance. So I'm repeating my content. I use the Chespon speech, same speech, same speech, but in different, it depends on who are the audience, but it's the same speech and same message. Okay. And then as I've said, I booked I booked time with Dr. Phil. And then I shared with him my story that I have this dilemma because I joined the coaching company, but I really want to become a coach, keynote speaker or trainer, that. And then he asked me, oh, why keynote speaking? Because I'm a coach. I can also be a trainer, which I did. I am a DISC certified guide, same as Debbie and Julie. You notice we're doing we're doing same thing. So I'm also a trainer, and then I'm also a keynote speaker. And then and then I said, but I like to be a keynote speaker. And then he asked me, oh, why keynote speaking? Because I said, no, because I want to reach many. If you will coach someone only one-on-one, but then if it is a keynote to give one speech, then you are inspiring many, right? So like, I didn't say that if you coach someone, if you give a keynote compared to coaching many, you still earn higher in keynote speaking. I didn't say that, but I said I want to reach many. And then he said, Sheila, you're focused on yourself. You want to reach many. You're focused on yourself. It's I. It means you're feeling something. You're feeling, and then I realized, oh yeah. Because the truth is, whether we are speaking one-on-one, whether we are giving training or giving a speech in more than 300 audience, it's the same. We're inspiring. So said, if you focus on your attention to reaching many, then he said something about focus your energy, focus your energy to what you really want to achieve, and then be careful of feeding your ego. And then I said, oh yeah, because I'm only human. So, but then it helped me. It changed, it gave, it's something that I remember. I stayed in financial services because I want to support the foundation. And then I am inclined to be, I lost my purpose. So it became financial reason instead of inspiring. So then because of that conversation, it changed what is really driving me. So now I changed my focus. I revived coaching. So this is I coached her. She's my colleague. I coached her when 2020. So I coached her 2020, and then I revived it. So I started coaching her again last week, because I realized even if it is only one-on-one, but if that person is leading a team or has a family, then you are also changing someone through her, right? Through someone. So if I am coaching her, she's leading 10 in the Philippines, then she can also change, help others. And then probably, or maybe those 10 team members also have different organizations. So it's the same. That's what I realized. And then I'm also planning to revive. So this one I was trying to Princess, you also attended this session, right? So Princess, Julie, Cheng. They were my students last year, so I was trying to find ways to to earn. So I tried different things, but I then decided I want to be a keynote speaker. But I realized no, this I will also revive this, the small workshop with a few, because that's the only time that we can exchange conversations with others. Compared to keynote speaking, you like, oh, you give a speech, but then after that, no more time to really connect. So, but then it doesn't mean I will stop keynote speaking. I still visualize that I will be on the TED stage. So these are students, but in the future they will be adults. This is one of the things that we're doing in the Philippines, a feeding program, but we're giving inspiration. So I still visualize myself. And then when I was doing this, what I realized is I don't need to look beyond. Because each time I attend a Toastmasters meeting, if I give a speech, if I join table topics, it's always an opportunity to share message. Right? So the focus now is different. I'm happy that I have a full-time job, so there's no more rush for me to earn from keynote speaking, from coaching, and from facilitation. But I don't need to be on that path, but there's that it doesn't mean I'm not going to that path, but it's different that the focus is to inspire, then the byproduct will be money. But if the focus is money feeding ego, that's a different story, right? Do you agree? Okay, so now any questions? You have any questions?